Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. For today's video, we must go back in time to the 2010 NBA season where LeBron James took his talents to South Beach to join Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and the Miami Heat. Now, at that time, a lot of people were upset about that move. They, pretty much the Miami Heat and LeBron James were known as the villains of the NBA, much to how the Golden State Warriors are today. But for this video, guys, I really need to discuss how it is different than what Kevin Durant did with the Golden State Warriors, man. I really need to talk about it because I still get comments about it all the time, and people say, well, why don't you dog on LeBron James? I'm gonna explain that all throughout this video, guys. For one, back in 2010, I was not a YouTuber yet, and if I was, I had like 10 subscribers, so really, people do not know my opinions because I didn't really have a voice on YouTube to really say my opinions. But before we get started on this, man, before I really start talking about it, I do want to go over the roster we're looking at here. Now, this was the roster after the season where, of course, the Boston Celtics knocked out the Cleveland Cavaliers in 6 games. I believe that was the final game where, like, LeBron James was kind of known as a quitter because he kind of just was sulking out there in the basketball court, and it looked like he was just drained and didn't care anymore, man. I believe that was also the same team with Antoine Jamison and Mo Williams, who were the best players, and also Delonte West, who was actually tapping LeBron James' mom. So how do you play through that, man? How do you play through that? But yeah, so what we have is we are assuming that LeBron James joined up with the Boston Celtics to make a super team instead of going to the Miami Heat, who some also claim to be a super team, but I'm going to explain all that. So, of course, we got LeBron. We got Paul Pierce, the truth. Now, Paul Pierce is a straight-up LeBron James hater, man. You will see after the Golden State Warriors won the NBA Finals that Paul Pierce is on Twitter just hating on LeBron and saying that Kevin Durant is the new king of the NBA. You got Kevin Garnett, who was still, like, I mean, he was definitely out of his prime at this point, but still beasting out there. Like, his biggest prime was when he played for the Minnesota Timberwolves, but still had a lot of good seasons for the Boston Celtics. And actually, man, I kind of see like a guy like Anthony Davis having the same route where eventually he puts up numbers on the Pelicans for so long, gets fed up, and joins, some superstars out there. You got Ray Allen. He was not 38. He was a little bit younger than this. This 2K17 is not the most accurate roster, but for the most part, man, Ray Allen was definitely older. You got Rajon Rondo, who was still kind of coming into his own, has some pretty brilliant playoff moments. Never a great scorer, but always a man that could, get you like a low-key triple-double or something like that. You got Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, he was a bum at this point. Let's all be honest about that. Kendrick Perkins, Nate Robinson. You had Glenn Davis. This was Shrek and Donkey up in here, man, or reverse, something like that. But yeah, what we're going to do, simulate this season, and I want to talk about why it's different than what Kevin Durant, bitch-ass Durant, did the Golden State Warriors, man. I really need to talk about this. I'm sick of getting comments about it, man, because it's, I don't know, it's just like, I'm gonna make this video and I'm still gonna get comments about it. So let's talk about this, guys. Let's talk about this. All right, first off, let's go through a quick summary of what Kevin Durant did, okay? We all know that the Golden State Warriors, of course, beat Kevin Durant 3-1. I mean, yeah, it was in the past, man. It happened, but that's what happened, okay? The Golden State Warriors also set a franchise an NBA record for the most wins in NBA history, right? The Golden State Warriors, at the time, I respected, man. They built up the team through the draft. They got Draymond Green, who was a steal in the draft. Stephen Curry, who nobody really believed in. Klay Thompson. I mean, nobody thought he was going to be this great of a shooting guard. We all had our thoughts about him, but still, man. And they really built the team, right? So, they beat the Thunder. So then, bitch-ass Durant decides, Russell Westbrook, who just won MVP, he was like, man, I can't win with him, which he was one game away from going to the NBA Finals. And basically, man, he's like, yo, I don't want to play with Russell Westbrook no more. I don't want to try anymore. So he wants to go over to the Golden State Warriors, right? He joins a team that was already established, already historically great, man, from the sense that they were 73-9. And, it's like, yeah, they lost with LeBron James and everything. They blew a 3-1, but still, that team was close, too. Now, what LeBron James did is, instead of joining the Boston Celtics, who beat his ass down, let's be honest, man, he got his ass beat by him. His team wasn't very good. Instead of taking the easy way out, he went to the Miami Heat, which at the time was like, I think they won like 40 games or something like that, man. Don't quote me on the record exactly, but, I think they were like 5th or 6th in the East. Dwayne Wade, while still a great player, was definitely, man, slowing down by injuries. I mean, Chris Bosh was actually really good on the Toronto Raptors. He was really good on the Raptors. But of course, once he went to Miami Heat, it's like he wasn't like nothing special. I mean, he was a good third option. He was kind of like how Kevin Love is now to the Toronto Raptors. So it's like LeBron James went to a team and they built something. He did not join something that was already built, unlike Kevin Durant. He did not join the enemy. He did not join the Boston Celtics. He went out there and he took his situation, took control of the situation, and he created a team to compete. He did not freaking hop on the bandwagon. And that's what Durant did, man. He joined the damn Boston Celtics, pretty much. He pretty much lost to the Celtics and joined the Celtics. Of course, being the Golden State Warriors. But y'all know what I mean by that. And that's the difference, guys. That is the absolute difference, is that Durant joined the enemy. LeBron James found a new way to beat the enemy. That's facts, man. That's facts. You can say whatever you want about it. And I wasn't going to make this video, but I really want to see how LeBron would do on the Celtics team, actually, just because I was curious. So, simulate through day against Milwaukee Bucks right here. And we get the W, 64-18, man. That's looking like a super team record to me. LeBron James winning the MVP even at 22 points. Makes sense his scoring would go down because, of course, we got Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett, Rondo, Avery Bradley, who was actually not very good at that time. But all the, you know, Nate Robinson, you got lots of scoring options out there, right? So 22 points, 9 rebounds, 6.9 assists, 2 steals, about 1.5 blocks a game. Damn, only 27% from 3. That's not fantastic. John Wall, Rookie of the Year. Batum, 6 man. We got Tim Duncan, Defensive Player. Kevin Love, Most Improved on the Wolves. So, yeah, this was before, of course, he was on the Cavaliers. Rick Carlisle, Coach of the Year. And we got Dwayne Wade and LeBron. Wait, no, Dwayne Wade without LeBron James actually got All-NBA First Team. There's Kevin Durant, pre-bitch-ass era, back when he was on the OKC Thunder. And also, guys, also, man, I got to freaking sum this up real quick. I gotta tell you straight up, man. I gotta tell you straight up this, man. This is the biggest facts of them all, man, okay? At the time, I got super pissy that LeBron James promised that he was gonna bring Cleveland a championship. Then he went to Miami Heat. That's what, honestly, guys, I was freaking fed up with LeBron James at that point. I was like, you made a promise, and you didn't keep it. Well, guess what? LeBron James came back to Cleveland and won them a championship. So I forgave him. If Kevin Durant goes back to the OKC Thunder, I will forgive him 100%. If he goes to a different team in general, you know, if he just goes to a team where he's the leader, the main guy out there, don't got all these superstars around, you know, maybe like some good all-stars or something like that, then I will forgive him. But what he's doing right now, man, and just his cockiness, I can't freaking stand the bitch ass, man. I can't stand it. So, I don't know, man. I just had a rant about that, too. Okay, so first round of the playoffs, we do have the Orlando Magic. Actually, wait, before we do that, let's look at the player stats. See how everybody else did out here. So, yeah, Ray Allen actually second leading scorer at 19 points. 5 rebounds, 2 assists. We got Paul Pierce at 18 points. There ain't no way in hell Paul Pierce would play with LeBron James, so, you know, I mean, it's the truth. It is the truth for the truth. Like, he wanted to be the man out there. In all due respect, he was a beast, so he should have been. Shaq actually outscoring Kevin Garnett. Well, Kevin Garnett actually played kind of like ass. I mean, he had 9 points. I guess it's all right. Rebounds he did all right on, but nothing spectacular. 4.2 assists. But really, like, I think like 2008 was definitely prime Boston Celtic Kevin Garnett, if that makes sense. So, yeah, guys, this is the rest of the stats there for you. And we do have the Orlando Magic. I think that's with Dwight Howard. Simulate current round. Unless this is when he joined the Lakers. All right, beat them 4-2. And, okay, yeah, okay, this is when they had Dwight Howard. I think that's after the season when he joined the Los Angeles Lakers. So LeBron 25, 13, and 12, 22 for Ray Allen, future teammates, 17 for Rondo, 13 for Paul Pierce. Next, we got the Washington Wizards, who I think have a rookie John Wall at this point, Gilbert Arenas, Yee in the end, JaVale McGee. All right. Simulate current round, see how this goes. Beat them down 4-1. That's what the stat. Damn, 18 rebounds for Paul Pierce. I didn't know we had rebounds like that. Damn, dude. Beasting out there. And now we have the Chicago Bulls. I think this was with prime Derrick Rose, wasn't it? Yeah, I think this was the year that Derrick Rose won MVP, so this is not going to be easy to get past them. Simulate current round, see how this goes. And we beat them 4-1. That's what the stats are looking like. And now we have the Dallas Mavericks with the S's with Dirk Nowitzki, Jason Terry. This was the year they won it, right? Yeah, because LeBron James and the Heat actually lost their first year to the Dallas Mavericks. So, see how this goes. Simulate current round. And we beat them 4-2, guys. Yeah, this is my definition of a super team. This is my definition of what Kevin Durant did. Big difference, guys. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry I had a rant about it. So, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Peace out.